Law of conservation of mass. Before going to law of conservation, first we should know what isolated system is. An isolated system is a thermodynamic system that cannot exchange either energy or matter outside the boundaries of the system. There are two ways in which this may occur. 1. The system may be so distant from another system that it cannot interact with them. 2. The system may be enclosed such that neither energy nor mass may enter or exit. Conservation laws. Conservation law, also called law of conservation, in physics, several principles that state that certain physical properties, i.e., measurable quantities, do not change during time within an isolated physical system. There are 5 conservation laws in classical physics. 1. Conservation of charge. 2. Conservation of energy. 3. Conservation of linear momentum. 4. Conservation of angular momentum. 5. Conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. The concept of mass conservation is widely used in many fields such as chemistry, mechanics, and fluid dynamics. Historically, mass conservation was demonstrated in chemical reactions independently by Mikhail Lomonosov and later rediscovered by Antoine Lavoisier in the late 18th century. The formulation of this law was of crucial importance in the progress from alchemy to the modern natural science of chemistry. Statement. The mass in an isolated system can neither be created nor be destroyed but can be transformed from one form to another. According to the law of conservation of mass, the mass of the products in a chemical reaction must equal the mass of the reactants. The law of conservation of mass is useful for a number of calculations and can be used to solve for unknown masses, such the amount of gas consumed or produced during a reaction. Daily life examples are combustion process. Burning of wood as a conservation of mass, as the burning of wood involves oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor and ashes. Chemical reactions. Any chemical reaction is an example of conservation of mass. In a reaction, a number of reactants goes through some process resulting in a rearrangement of atoms, but the same number of each kind of atom present before the reaction must be present afterward. Mathematical form. Any chemical reaction is an example of conservation of mass. In a reaction, a number of reactants goes through some process resulting in a rearrangement of atoms, but the same number of each kind of atom present before the reaction must be present afterward. Partial rho by partial t plus del rho dot v equals 0. Where del is the divergence, rho is the density, t is the time and v is the velocity. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel.